you think will win between Magus and Gladiator, the battle between pure power and absolute strength? Magus is the evil and powerful version of Adam Warlock. Magus once possessed overwhelming power thanks to the Infinity Gauntlet and once shook the entire Marvel universe. Even without the cosmic artifacts, he still possessed the ability to shapeshift, manipulate energy, control reality, and a genius intelligence of a strategic nature. Magus has confronted entities such as Eternity, Infinity, and made characters like Thanos, Galactus wary. His power lies not only in muscle or magic, but also in a dangerous combination of both. Gladiator is the living embodiment of absolute physical strength, with supersonic speed, the power to lift planets, the ability to fly faster than light, cosmic vision, and a laser that can burn up asteroids. But what makes Gladiator special is that his ability increases with his confidence level. The more he believes in himself, the more invincible he becomes. Before we dive into the analysis, please hit the subscribe button. Please remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thank you very much. Magus is known as a dark reflection of Adam Warlock, possessing all the qualities and abilities of Warlock, but dominated by corruption and the ambition for absolute power. Magus is the embodiment of the negative part of Warlock's mind, formed from the process of Warlock facing internal conflicts and complex moral choices. Therefore, Magus not only possesses all the powers that Warlock once had, but also develops other super abilities, pushed to the extreme by his strategic intelligence and ruthlessness. Initially, Magus was chosen by the In-Betweener entity to become the Avatar of Life, a sacred position that plays the role of maintaining balance in the universe. Magus was expected to directly confront Thanos, who is currently taking on the role of the Avatar of Death. The confrontation between these two cosmic entities was once considered the key to maintaining the stability of the entire realm of existence. For a short time, Magus successfully completed this mission. However, unforeseen events due to his ambitious choices gradually led Magus to lose his position as Avatar and was removed from the order that the cosmic entities had given him. This not only caused him to fall into deep hatred, but also pushed him to confront destiny itself, Adam Warlock, and even the entire universe. After the timeline was restructured and the aberrations related to Magus were removed, Adam Warlock was officially recognized as the Avatar of Life in the main Earth 616 reality. In turn, Magus's reappearance also designated him as such. At the same time, Magus's reappearance also indirectly reaffirmed Warlock's role, because Magus always existed as an inevitable consequence of Warlock's own soul and internal conflict. The first version of Magus demonstrated an extremely rare ability. He summoned the In-Betweener by covering a past version of himself with a special type of radiation. This radiation did not cause any harm, but acted as an energy beacon, a cosmic beacon, for the In-Betweener to locate and approach its target location. It is unclear whether this ability came from Magus' possession of the Soul Gem, or whether it arose from his status as the Avatar of Life. It is possible that the combination of his Warlock soul, his cosmic role, and his mystical understanding of the flow of time allowed him to manipulate supernatural forces to the point of being able to summon an entity as iconic as the In-Betweener, as evidence that Magus was not simply a threat but an agent capable of interfering and tilting the balance between ultimate powers in the multiverse. As the dark side of Adam Warlock's being, Magus inherited all the strength, physical prowess, and psychic abilities that Warlock had before his most recent incarnation. His existence was a struggle between reason and lust, which was pushed to its extreme when Warlock used the Infinity Gauntlet and then attempted to separate the good and evil parts of his own soul. In his first incarnation, Magus displayed such physical strength that he was able to confront and defeat Thanos in hand-to-hand combat. In his second incarnation, Magus was reborn as an independent entity from the psychic split after Warlock possessed the Infinity Gauntlet. In this form, he attained level 10 strength, the ability to fly at supersonic speeds, regenerate after damage, and has superhuman reflexes, agility, and endurance. Magus' most recent resurrection marked the peak of his power. He easily defeated Gamora in close combat without the aid of tricks or gadgets. He was also able to withstand a fatal blow from Drax the Destroyer, who had killed Thanos with his own hands. The The extent of Magus' resistance to such a devastating attack suggests that his body had developed to a point of near invulnerability. In all of his incarnations, Magus was an extremely skilled manipulator of energy. Like Adam Warlock, this is due to his unique biology. Adam is a skilled energy manipulator, with this power being enhanced by the Soul Gem for most of his life, although he was still able to do so on his own until his recent resurrections. His most recent resurrection has granted him greater energy manipulation abilities, now being able to interrupt even other energy manipulators such as the Silver Surfer and Quasar. As a cosmic mage, in his second incarnation, Moondragon notes that Magus is quite a powerful mage and as such can manipulate magic for a variety of purposes. He is capable of teleportation, creating portals through other objects such as mirrors, and projecting his arms through devices such as telephones, time travel, and has immense healing powers. He was able to instantly heal Moondragon of a fatal wound. After escaping the spirit world, Magus takes on a ghost-like form. He appears with a semi-solid head and torso, with his lower body appearing as a stream of supernatural energy. Physical attacks such as Captain Marvel's photon blast simply pass through him. In this form, Magus can steal the life essence of sentient beings to enhance his power and return him to a fully physical existence. Magus can also project psychic blasts that can harm Captain Marvel. Magus is capable of easily transforming to assume the form of Star Fox. His recent resurrection allows him to use the full power of quantum magic, a power developed to stop the expansion of the Error. Like Adam Warlock, he is capable of various feats such as spells, transmutation, summoning, closing dimensional rifts, and projecting magical energy. His powers can be rejuvenated and fueled by raw magical and spiritual energy. After his resurrection, quantum magic allows him to manipulate time even further. He can distort the timeline of Earth 616 and create all futures that he ultimately rules over. According to Kang the Conqueror, the Magus has the ability to warp reality itself to create realistic illusions. He was able to fool the Guardians of the Galaxy into thinking he had been killed by Star-Lord. He can manipulate cosmic energy for many unclassified effects. By tapping into his own cosmic energy, he can achieve level 50 strength and super speed flight. At his peak, the Magus possesses immense cosmic power. He can also become invisible, teleport, and create portals to contain an army. In Infinity War, Magus also possesses these powers, but perhaps to a lesser extent, as he was struck down by energy blasts from Doctor Doom. He no longer possesses his Soul Gem. Possessing both cosmic awareness and mystical senses, Magus is an extremely perceptive individual. He is capable of conversing with those with cosmic awareness, as well as being able to sense his attempts to alter the timeline. King the Conqueror commented that if he attempted to alter the timeline to block Magus' influence directly, he would sense it. However, he is unaware that his senses seem to be even more acute, as he seems to be fully aware of his subtleties. Whether done by magic or his own will, Magus possesses powerful telepathic abilities in each of his incarnations. He has shown himself to be able to mentally subdue Moondragon, a being he himself was unaware of in his second incarnation. Magus possesses all of Adam Warlock's abilities and is a capable warrior and hand-to-hand combatant. He demonstrates skill with swordplay and was able to easily defeat both Gamora, a master martial artist and assassin, and Phyla-Vell in combat, and is capable of wielding Captain America's shield. Like Warlock, he is also likely a gifted philosopher, highly intelligent, and an expert in the occult. Magus and Adam have always been Thanos' equivalent. These guys are monsters, but Magus is even more versatile than Thanos and has a lot of extremely dangerous abilities. I really hope you subscribe to the channel. It will help us a lot, and moreover, you will get to see great videos every day. You are the best. Thank you very much. Now comes Gladiator. Calark, a member of the Strontian race, has undergone a power enhancement known as Gladiator Augmentation, turning him into one of the most powerful warriors in the universe. This process not only enhances his existing abilities, but also allows him to survive in a complete vacuum, without the need for oxygen or biological protection even. And 2008, Octo Earthworm caused access detection on a ship. Gladiator also allows him to save Sherlock Holmes, as Launchpad Young Bunkerhead allows him. Due to these characteristics, Calark is recognized as an Alpha Plus class being by Galdorn Ikon, a member of the Space Knights. Gladiator possesses physical strength on an almost unimaginable level, with a maximum threshold that has yet to be accurately measured. He once destroyed an entire planet with the power of his consecutive punches. Notably, his strength is directly linked to his state of mind. The more absolute his confidence in himself, the more overwhelming Gladiator becomes. He has demonstrated incredible power, taking down Colossus without much trouble and knocking out the Thing with just 2 punches. Gladiator has also deflected Hyperion's powerful attacks with just his open palm. He notably knocked Hyperion unconscious by breaking his back in a fierce battle. The height of his fighting prowess was when he gouged out an eye from the Omega-level mutant Vulcan and knocked him out shortly afterwards. He also uprooted the entire Baxter building while fighting the Fantastic Four. His son Kubark has said that he has seen his father tear apart black holes. Gladiator is capable of running and moving at speeds far faster than even the finest human athletes. He can travel at supersonic speeds, which is many times faster than the speed of sound, or about 760 miles per hour. He has performed feats such as hitting several Starjammer and Guardians of the Galaxy ships at super speed before they could react, and hitting the Human Torch before he even realized he had hit him. Gladiator possesses incredible physical endurance. His muscles produce significantly less fatigue toxins than those of humans, or most other creatures. Gladiator can operate at maximum capacity for at least several days before the fatigue toxins that build up in his blood begin to weaken him. During his battle with Hyperion, when the opponents knocked each other out with their eye beams, Gladiator was able to stand up faster than Hyperion, who had just stood up. Gladiator's entire body is much more durable than that of a normal human, and is virtually immune to any physical damage. Gladiator possesses a high level of durability. He can easily withstand heavy firepower, including artillery shells, high-energy weapons, as well as powerful explosions. Extremely high-speed collisions or destructive blows from powerful entities do not affect him. Even falling from high altitudes beyond the atmosphere to the ground does not cause any damage to his body. In addition, Gladiator can completely survive in the vacuum of space without support equipment, and can withstand extreme temperature conditions, including extreme heat. Gladiator has flown through exploding stellar fields without being affected. He has also survived a supernova explosion, a phenomenon considered to be as destructive as billions of nuclear bombs. His biological structure is also completely immune to disease, viruses, bacteria, toxins, corrosive acids, and ionizing radiation. Only a rare form of radiation can weaken his physical and mental strength for a short time. However, when his confidence in himself is shaken, his resistance and immunity will also decrease significantly. This makes him a warrior who is both incredibly powerful and must control his inner psychology tightly to maintain optimal fighting condition. Gladiator's reflexes are also enhanced and surpass even the best human athletes. In fact, Calwark was able to react in nanoseconds to block a punch from Hyperion and block a bullet fired from a powerful gun to protect the mutant Vulcan. Gladiator's cognitive and processing speed has evolved to the point where he can count approximately 10 billion sentinels within his body in a matter of seconds. Another version of Gladiator can travel interstellar distances at great speed, even chasing a ship that has been time dilated for over 2 weeks, resulting in a speed much faster than the speed of light, while still perceiving and reacting at this speed. Gladiator's combat speed is so impressive that he can cross entire galaxies and land a blow on Heimdall before he even realizes it. By harnessing and manipulating anti-gravitational waves, Gladiator can defy gravity, allowing him to fly. Gladiator's flight speed is comparable to the fastest known spacecraft, and can reach speeds faster than light in hyperspace. Reed Richards once measured Gladiator's speed at over 100 times the speed of light. Gladiator is capable of firing highly concentrated beams of energy from his eyes. These beams can reach extremely high temperatures. The maximum temperature his beams can reach is unknown, but they can reach temperatures hotter than stars, as they are said to be able to burn the Hulk's skin. These beams can also disable Hyperion's atomic vision, creating a massive explosion that temporarily incapacitates both opponents. The temperature of the beams depends on his confidence. Gladiator possesses the ability to see extremely small objects and images beyond the subatomic level. Due to his incredible lung capacity, Gladiator can also inhale large amounts amounts of air and expel it to create hurricane-like wind. He can also freeze his breath to freeze his target. Gladiator is capable of creating a counterforce against telepathic attacks and probes. However, sufficiently skilled telepaths can penetrate his psychic defenses to some extent. Gladiator possesses a remarkable level of bioregeneration, allowing his body to heal itself with great speed and efficiency. Even when faced with devastating attacks, Gladiator can recover significantly in a short period of time thanks to his constantly active cellular regeneration mechanism. This ability allows him to regenerate severely damaged soft tissues, muscles, blood vessels, and even bones without leaving serious after effects. Even if his deep tissue is punctured or crushed, Gladiator can still stand up and continue fighting as if he had never been injured. In some cases, completely destroyed cells can also be restored thanks to extremely rapid biological replication and regeneration. However, there are limits to this ability. Although he can regenerate tissues and cells at a high level, his body cannot regenerate completely lost internal organs or severed limbs. This is where Gladiator's healing ability differs from entities with infinite regeneration abilities. However, his healing ability is still among the most advanced among superpowered warriors, allowing Gladiator to maintain peak performance even in the most dangerous situations. When Champion defeated him with the Power Gem, he had to spend some time recovering from his injuries. Gladiator's healing ability also allows him to maintain optimal health and slow down his aging rate to a great extent, giving him a lifespan that spans millennia. Gladiator has survived for centuries with little to no signs of aging. Gladiator is highly skilled in Shi'ar martial arts, having been personally trained by Deathbird. Gladiator possesses level 100 plus superhuman strength. However, Gladiator is vulnerable to a certain wavelength of radiation. A significant portion of Gladiator's powers, especially his strength, endurance, and resistance to physical injury, are affected by his level of confidence. If his confidence wavers, he will weaken significantly. Additionally, if he loses confidence in his abilities, he becomes vulnerable to much weaker opponents, such as his defeat against X-Man Cannonball. The Strontian is vulnerable to magic. Based on the combined power factors, Magus almost holds an overwhelming advantage in this confrontation. With the ability to control cosmic-level chaos energy and powerful spiritual power, Magus can easily break the stability of Gladiator's mind. Although Gladiator is a warrior with outstanding physical strength, super speed, and almost absolute endurance, he still has an inherent weakness. His resistance to magic is not high, especially against non-physical attacks such as telepathy or reality manipulation. Magus not only possesses superior intelligence and sophisticated tactical combat ability, he can also use mystical energy to disrupt the opponent's psychology, causing Gladiator to lose confidence, the key to maintaining his strength. In the event that confidence is eroded, Gladiator will no longer be able to maintain his optimal state and become vulnerable to defeat. With a combination of cosmic psychic powers, reality manipulation, and experience in dealing with powerful opponents, Magus can completely dominate most confrontation situations. In 10 fights, Magus will win at least 7 times, especially when he exploits Gladiator's psychological weaknesses and sensitivity to magic. This is not only a victory in strength, but also overwhelming on both tactical and psychological levels. I hope you enjoy this fight. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That's it for today's video. Thanks a lot.